the meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone to the November 10, 2025 regularly scheduled Port Clinton City Council meeting in the Linda Hartlock Chambers at Port Clinton City Hall. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection for those protecting us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May be seated. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Present.
Robert Phillips.
Present.
Richard Morgan.
Here.
Avery Robinson.
Present.
Pat Hogus. Here. Jerry Trolley.
Excused.
Kathy King.
Here. Thank you. Council, you've previously received the October 28, 2025 regular meeting minutes and the November 4, 2025 special meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam President, I move for the acceptance of the October 28 and November 4th separate meeting notes as listed.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay. I have a motion by Ms. Phillips, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to approve the October 28, 2025 regular meeting minutes and the November 4, 2025 special meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. The chair notes that certification has been made regarding compliance with the rules and notifications of this meeting. Mrs. Bryant was here, but I will have you talk under city staff reports when we get to that point. So we have no guest presentation, no public comment. Move on to executive officers' reports. First, I'd like to welcome Mr. Sass, the interim SSD. Council, the new ordinances this evening are number 32-25 and 33-25. They will 33-25 will be assigned to the Finance Committee, and 32-25 will not be assigned to a committee, and they both can go to 3 readings. So, Mrs. Hovis, just when you can set a meeting. Then there's Resolution 25-8 and 25-9. Those will not be assigned to a committee. Administration and Mr. Bigley have asked that that be passed on its first read this evening if council so chooses. And I believe that Ms. Shanker will discuss that during her time. Also, the second read for ordinance 30-25 is tonight, and administration, including Ms. Bryant, has asked that that be passed, and she will discuss that when we get to that point. And also, the mayor has mentioned, and I think it's a good idea, that committee chairs, if you can contact Mr. Sass and meet with him, and then just explain what's going on with the committee and such like that at some point. So, and that is all I have. Move on to the mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, members of council. First, again, welcome, Mr. Sass. It's been a whirlwind 6-7 days here. 4 days. I counted weekends.
Nobody's counting, but
again, thank council for taking action at the special meeting last week. Shortly after the meeting, when Mr. Sass was finished working in the Bay Township polling place, we met up at the fire station for an impromptu swearing-in ceremony with his wife and one of the captains from the fire department taking pictures of the event. So, Jim brings a lot of experience, a lot of understanding. I've been very impressed as we've met with the various department supervisors. I think his experience as a county commissioner's involvement throughout the entire county has brought a wealth of knowledge, and I'm looking forward to working with him. And yes, as the President mentioned, please, committee chairs, reach out, have a brief conversation with Mr. Sass about what your committees are working on, and as we move forward with that. Secondly, and by no particular order, happy Veterans Day to everyone. I think there's just one veteran in the crowd tonight, if I do say so. Thank you, Mr. Holman, for your service to the community and to the country. Those of you that attended the Port Clinton Firefighters Association annual feather party Saturday night had a blast. I know the police chief had a good time. He claims he didn't win anything, and he probably bought the next fire truck for the department. So with that, Couple of dates, I mentioned these at the last meeting, but I wanted to reiterate them again. This Wednesday, November 12th, at about 8 a.m., the tree in front of Magruder Hospital will be transported to Perry and Madison. They'll start at about 8 o'clock, so give them a half hour, 45 minutes before they get to Perry and Madison. Then on the 22nd of November, Saturday, there will be the tree lighting in conjunction with the Sip and Shop at 6 p.m. on that date. Moving on to December 6th, at 6 p.m. is the parade down 2nd Street from the old Community Market parking lot to Adams Street Park. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be in attendance. Santa and Mrs. Claus will also be at a downtown business yet to be determined to meet the kids with the tree lighting ceremony after the parade on Adams Street. December 11th, the city of Port Clinton has signed up to ring the bell for the Salvation Army at the Friendship Food Store here at Perry and Buckeye. We have the entire day from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Contact Ms. Osheimer if you're able to sign up to ring the bell in 2-hour shifts. Santa will be coming to town on multiple occasions throughout the month of December. On Wednesdays, Wednesday, December 10th and December 17th from 5 to 6. And on Sunday, December 7th and Sunday, December 14th from noon to 1, Santa will be at the home on his vacation home on Adams Street. December 14th, which is a Sunday at 2 p.m., Trinity United Methodist Church is holding a community concert with the Voices of Freedom Choir. Those of you that have attended the 4th of July celebrations will certainly enjoy the holiday version of 4th of July music. Moving on to regular city business, leaf pickup started today. There's obviously a lot of leaves down, very few had been raked up, and Mother Nature decided that obviously winter was going to show up last night. But leaf pickup will continue through a good part of the month of December until all the leaves are out of here. Just a quick update on FLIP. There's really nothing to update as the federal government's still in their shutdown. When I woke up this morning, I saw some news that there might be some breakthrough. I haven't had an opportunity to read anything today, but it's positive news that we might be able to move a little bit forward. Tomorrow, Mr. Sass will participate in a conference call at 8:30 a.m. with Kleinfelder. That's the bi-weekly update on the progress of everything. So Doug Nusser has given him hours upon hours upon hours of dialogue on what's happening with FLIP. So with that, Madam President, unless anyone has any questions, that concludes my report for this evening.
Does anyone on council have any questions for the mayor?
Jerry's not here.
Yeah. Okay, we move on to the auditor's report. Mr. Bealow.
Thank you, Madam President. Council, good to be with you. Mr. Sass, thanks for helping us out, and I look forward to working with you. Council, under correspondence, you have the October financial report covering the period ending October 31st, 2025. If you could please approve that. Also, feel free to ask any questions. But if you could approve that under correspondence, I would appreciate it. Ordinance 33 is up for its first reading tonight, first of 3. This is annual occurrence of temporary budget to cover a limited period of the beginning of the next fiscal year, so January, February, and March. I'm happy to discuss that now or with the Finance Committee when you all meet. At the next committee meeting, I hope to have before council for 3 full readings, the year-end budget adjustments to be passed before the end of the year. And also at the next meeting, I hope to have an ordinance authorizing the advertisement for request for qualifications for the Sandusky Bay Pathway Planning Grant, and to authorize a contract for those services, which is almost entirely covered by the federal grant, which fortunately is still moving forward. That's the $100,000 planning grant that the city received. And I'm happy to answer any questions, but that ends my report. Thank you for your kind attention.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. Bealow? Mr. Brenner is not with us, but I believe the clerk has numbers.
Yes, I apologize. Okay, as of today, November 10th, Fed tax, we are at $318,653.36. Watercraft tax, we're at $23,236.50. And the registration fees, we are currently at $31,200. I do also want to add that we are now starting to receive applications for the 2026 renewal.
Thank you. Law Director Schenker.
Thank you, Madam President. There are two ordinances, or, I apologize. Okay, so, the first ordinance is the income tax ordinance, and we spoke about that previously. That's simply just changes there was a change in the revised code that if a employer is filing their employees' W-2 and tax information, if it was more than 25, if they had more than 25 employees, they needed to do it electronically. That number has just been bumped down to 10. So Ms. Bryan needs to notify all of the employers in the city that the number, if you have more than 10 employees, you need to go ahead and start filing that information electronically. It also just is more, it'll expedite the city's work as well on that. So that's the first ordinance. The second one is a resolution, and it's resolution 25-8, and then the third is 25-9. I don't know, council, if you remember passing these last year, but basically what these are is just authorizing the continuation of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement for Buckeye Community 76, which is Shepherd's Crossing, and then the continuation of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement for RAR Hospitality, which is the hotel across the street. And Mr. Bickley is responsible for every year making sure that these two groups are following everything that they need to follow in order to continue to receive the CRA credit. And he has done so. He has expressed that both are in compliance, and this is basically just to update the state that they can go on for another year. And I believe this has to be done for a certain amount of years. I don't have the year amount total, but it's definitely more than once or twice. They want to make sure that these entities do what they need to do in order to keep that credit. So we just ask that this be passed, both of these be passed on a first read, only because Mr. Bickley needs to get these to the state. And I don't quote me, but I believe before the end of the year they need to go there just so they have them on record. And that's it for me, Madam President.
Does anyone on council have any questions for the law director?
Just a minor question, continuation is spelled wrong on both of them. Is that, I mean, it's minor, it's just the spelling, can that just be corrected?
We can correct
Yeah,
that,
both of them.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for noticing that.
Okay. Mr. Sass, the Safety Service Director, does he have anything this evening?
As the new guy, you gotta stand in the middle.
How about I stand back with you? No, I just want to say thank you to the council, to the mayor, for offering, showing your confidence and support and trust in me taking this position. There's a saying, you don't know what you don't know, and I found out in the last 4 days it's a hell of a lot I don't know. But we're going to work on this together, and we're going to keep things moving. Obviously, the circumstances aren't what any of us want, and our thoughts and prayers are with Tracy. But I give you my word that I'll give you the very, very best that I can, and we're gonna be very positive about this, and we're gonna move forward. So again, just thank you for the confidence and the trust, and we'll move forward. Thank you all.
I have a question. Do we have your contact information?
No, I'm not gonna give it out.
That's one way to make things.
It's the same as Tracy's. Same email address, same cell number.
Don't ask me a cell number. I don't know what it is.
Okay, all right.
You probably don't want to say it out loud.
I can talk about it.
So if I go to my contacts, look for Tracy, it's really good.
Yeah. Email, cell phone's the same.
Call the
Okay.
city, push number 2 and see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll move on to city staff reports. Ms. Brandt, did you want to speak?
Sure, just to re-clarify for this ordinance 30-25, all we're asking is to align with the requirements of the IRS and the state. It's always been mandated 50 quite a number of years ago. Then it dropped to 25, now it's 10. It really creates efficiencies, not only for the tax department, but it's no additional burden to the employers. We've actually been starting back in 22, taking everything electronically. We're just now making it a requirement. And those employers that are 9 and less, we're still gonna work with them, even the ones that are even 10 and a little bit more, to make sure they understand how to do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
Council, have any questions for Ms. Brandt? Okay, thank you. Chief Scott, do you have anything to say?
I have nothing to add, Madam
Okay,
President.
Thank you. I'll move on to committee reports. Finance, Ms. Hillis?
I will be contacting Mr. Trolley to find out when would be a good time for, and he's talking with Ms. Gilman about when we could have the meeting for this ordinance 33-25. Mr. Sass, I will be contacting you if you'd like to sit in.
Okay, perfect.
Currently, we have nothing on the burner at all, so.
Okay. Is
but
that typically in the evening, is that when you meet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's generally 6-ish, 5:36, whatever.
Okay.
So, but I will let you know. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Trolley's not here. Safety Services, Ms. Phillips?
Thank you, Madam President. I don't have anything to say. I did not go to that meeting last Thursday because I didn't know about it till Thursday morning. Maybe morning before.
I'll fill you in afterwards.
Okay.
Are you going to explain who went, or one of you going to talk about it then?
Probably not at this point.
Okay.
Economic and Community Development, Ms. Gilman?
Thank you, Madam President. We don't have a meeting currently. We usually have one the second council meeting, so the fourth Tuesday of the month, immediately after council. And I'll probably schedule one, but I'll let you know, Mr. Sass, and then you're more than welcome to come to all of our committee meetings, and I'll fill you in and would like to get together and talk to you. We did have a meeting, and council should have that correspondence in the next meeting. Sandy did get it out, so. Nothing else, Madam President?
Thank you. We'll move on to correspondence. Under correspondence, we have the October financial report provided by Mr. Belo.
Madam President?
Yes.
I move we accept the October financial report provided by Mr. Belo.
Thank you. Do I have a second? I'll second. Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. King, to accept the October financial report provided by Mr. Belo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. The financial report is hereby accepted. Does council wish to take any further action as to correspondence?
I move we accept the correspondence.
Okay, do I have a second? Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. King, to accept the correspondence as stated. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. The correspondence is hereby accepted. Move on to readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have nothing under third reading. Now under second readings. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 29-25?
Ordinance number 29-25, an ordinance to approve July 2025 replacement pages to the Port Clinton codified ordinances and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 29-25? Seeing none, ordinance 29-25 will be moved to its third reading at the next regular scheduled council meeting on November 25th, 2025. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 30-25?
Ordinance number 30-25, an ordinance amending section 183.0151H of the Port Clinton codified ordinances and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 30-25?
Madam President?
Mrs. Gilman?
I move we waive the 3 required readings to ordinance 30-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. Lewis. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 30-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan?
Yes.
Kathy King?
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 30-25?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we retain the emergency clause for ordinance 30-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 30-25. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yeah.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 30-25?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we adopt ordinance 30-25.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. Hovis. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gillen, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to adopt ordinance 30-25. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 30-25 is hereby adopted. Move on to first readings. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only, ordinance 32-25.
Ordinance number 32-25, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to enter into a space use agreement with the Ottawa County Commissioners and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 32-25? Seeing none, ordinance 32-25 will be moved to its second reading at the next regularly scheduled council meeting, November 25th, 2020. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only, ordinance 33-25?
Ordinance number 33-25, an ordinance appropriating certain funds for the operation of the city of Port Clinton, Ohio.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 33-25? Seeing none, ordinance 33-25 will be moved to its second reading at the next regular scheduled council meeting of November 25th, 2025. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only, resolution 25-8?
Resolution 25-8, a resolution authorizing the continuation of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement for Buckeye Community 76 LP, an Ohio Limited Partnership.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to resolution 25-8?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gillen.
I move we waive the 3 required readings for resolution 25-8.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson, any discussion? I have a motion by Ms. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to waive the 3 required readings as to resolution 25-8. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yeah. Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 25-8?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we adopt resolution 25-8.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Hovis. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to adopt resolution 25-8. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Resolution 25-8 is hereby adopted. Will the clerk please read by title and summary on resolution 25-9?
Resolution 25-9, a resolution authorizing the continuation of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement for RAR Hospitality LLC.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to resolution 25-9?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we waive the 3 required readings for resolution 25-9.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion?
Yeah, why are we waiving these readings, Ms. Shanker?
These are these are basically resolutions that certify that the zoning director has checked with these companies, make sure that they're doing everything they're supposed to do, and it's due by the end of the year to the state of Ohio. Mr. Bickley asked as a courtesy if they could be waived. I signed one last year, I'm not sure if the year before too, but it's every year ongoing. It has the exact same language in it.
My question is, and I'm not criticizing you or Mr. Bickley, but why don't we do these earlier so we don't have to waive the readings? Is there a reason we can't? It's, I mean, the rule is to have 3 readings and not declare an emergency, and it seems to be overcome that quite a bit.
Well, for resolutions, there is no rule that there are 3 readings.
That's just for ordinances?
That's just for ordinances.
Okay, so,
So you could pass a resolution on a first read, and that's why there is no emergency clause attached to it. So resolutions are a bit different than ordinances. An ordinance is a law. A resolution is more of a showing of support for, and the city is showing support here that the zoning director stated that these properties are in compliance, and these properties need to be in compliance with the state, so basically this resolution just supports the zoning director's findings.
you know, it's
And-
not often I talk to a lawyer that makes sense, but that makes
Well,
sense.
glad to hear that.
Okay.
So yeah, so there is no emergency clause with these two.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, would the clerk, with them asking questions, would the clerk please call the roll?
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 25-9?
Madam President,
Yes.
I move we adopt resolution 25-9.
Thank you, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Gilman, second by Mr. Robinson to adopt resolution 25-9. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Resolution 25-9 is hereby adopted. Move on to business from the floor.
Madam President?
Yes.
I move we move into executive session to discuss personnel matters and to discuss imminent litigation.
Okay. Thank you. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman to move into executive session. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Robinson. So I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to move into executive session at approximately 6:27 to discuss
Personnel
issues
matters
and possible litigation. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Margaret Phillips.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. We are now in executive, we're going into executive session.